Welcome, spiritual travelers, to another Mystic Owl Pick a Card reading. Today I thought I'd do a reading about the star signs and what sign you are compatible with. So I'll give an indication of what star signs you would probably get along really well with in a relationship, or just a sign that you actually can gel well with in a friendship. And also I'll use the cards to give an indication about what it is about that person that brings out the best in you so that you can really shine in a relationship with them. So we've got here 6 piles to choose from. We've got pile 1 with the green button, pile 2 with the orange button, pile 3 with the red button, pile 4 with the purple, pile 5 is yellow, and pile 6 is the blue. I'm also going to use the astrology reading cards deck just to get some further confirmation after using the tarot cards and oracle cards. And I may even use some more tarot cards too, just to get some further insight about what star sign might suit you in terms of being in a relationship or how they can help you out. Just remember, this is a general reading, so please take only that which resonates with you. If you sense that you've found the wrong pile, then feel free to choose another one. It's a timeless reading also, so when you come across this message, it's a time that you're supposed to receive this message from the universe. And on that, let's get started with pile number 1. Welcome, pile 1 with the green button. Let's find out what zodiac signs you will be compatible with by looking at your cards. Let's start with your tarot cards. Here are the 4 of Wands, fire energy. You have the Knight of Pentacles, which I sense relates to the star sign of Capricorn and working hard to achieve goals. And you have the 4 of Cups, water energy. You've got 2 4s there. And your oracle cards. You have the Mouse Spirit, number 40. Okay, there's 3 4s in this reading. 10 to the small things. 4, the number of solid foundations. Yeah, instantly I'm getting strong Capricorn vibes here in terms of that ability to continually work hard, dedicate yourself to a cause, and to be able to, pay off your debts and to buy the things that you need just through sheer dedication and hard work. You have number 39, Moth Spirit. Interesting. You got number 39 and number 40. That's quite. I was not expecting that. And you have here number 48 and faith. It says here hope, support, miracles, and spirituality. All right. So I am getting, firstly, there's a lot of earth energy here with the Knight of Pentacles and the Mouse Spirit here, 10 to the small things, really relating to, I think, the star sign of Capricorn and or Virgo, very similar in that sense. Virgos are just sort of overachievers and like to be the best at everything in terms of what they can manifest in this world. But Capricorns just work very, very hard and are very dedicated to the cause. With the 3 4s, needing a strong foundation, I think that relates definitely to an earth sign in terms of being Capricorn or Virgo. But there's also a very spiritual aspect to this reading too. With the wands here, as in the fire and spirit, you've got here the 4 of Cups, and the guy, sometimes it can be considered him meditating under the tree and sort of just focusing on his own internal world as opposed to what's happening outside. And the card of faith and spirituality, along with number 39 and Moth Spirit, surrender to spirit now. There's also a strong sort of spiritual aspect to this person, which could then relate to either Pisces being highly sort of in tune with the intangible side of life, but also I see that as Sagittarius, which are really go-getters in terms of wanting to really follow the spirituality and expand their consciousness. Surrender now really relates to surrendering now sort of sounds to me as if a card that's dictated by Saturn, the planet Saturn, and needing to learn lessons and actually sort of come into line, which then also relates strongly to the Capricorn vibe that I'm picking up here. All right, interesting, pile one. Let's get some further insight from the astrology reading cards for you, shall we? There's also a lot of yellow and orange and red in these cards, indicating that this person is very grounded. I am getting a lot of earth energy focus here. First card. Okay, there you are. So you have two planets in a house card. You have the first house related to Aries. What people see and the impression you give. Interesting. You have the card of Jupiter. Your confidence, courage, self-belief, and luck. Jupiter ruling is a co-ruler of the sign of Pisces. But it also rules Sagittarius. And the last card that you have here is Venus, which is exalted in Pisces, actually. The part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. Right, so for you, pile one, I am picking up on a very strong Piscean vibe here, with both Jupiter being the co-ruler of Pisces and Venus exalted in Pisces, along with the moth spirit, the card of faith, and the Four of Cups here in terms of meditating and looking, sort of going and enhancing your internal world, or their internal world, I should say. So Pisces could sort of help bring out that sort of mystical, spiritual aspect in your life. And I do sense here also with Jupiter, I also mentioned also the Four of Wands in terms of fire energy, along with the card of faith too. Sagittarius could be another sign that you could really sort of get along well with, once again in terms of sort of bringing that spiritual side of you, but and also in terms of just enjoying the moment, and sort of taking stock of what's happening in the now. There's a lot of Capricorn vibe here for sure, with the mouth spirit, the 3 fours, and the Knight of Pentacles here. I am picking up a lot of Capricorn's energy in terms of being really focused and driven and achieving your goals step by step. But the last thing I'm also seeing here is Taurus too. So Taurians being very grounded too, but actually just enjoying what they have in reality, and loving beauty and nature and anything rich and full of life. So Venus is a ruler of Taurus. You got here the Knight of Pentacles, and also number 40 and 10 to the small things, a lot of sort of earth energy there. So for you, pile one, I think you're compatible with Pisces, Sagittarius, Taurus, and Capricorn. That's all I have for you, pile one. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to pile two. Hello, pile two with the orange button. Let's find out what star sign you are compatible with, whether it be a relationship or in just a friendship. And let's start with your tarot cards. First card we have, it's a page of matches. There you go. It says here, free spirit, discovery, exploration. Page of matches, matches being fire energy. This really reminds me a lot of Sagittarius energy in terms of wanting to get out and discover and expand their mindset and their knowledge base. Sagittarians don't like to be held down. They like to be free spirits and just be able to explore the world, learn new things, and just do what they want when they want. You have the Ace of Needles. It says here, breakthrough, new ideas, clarity. And your final card is the Eight of Needles. It says here, imprisonment, self-victim, entrapment. Interesting. So as I mentioned, you've got here Page of Matches with free spirit discovery exploration, which is a very Sagittarian type energy of just wanting to get out and expand your consciousness, learn new things, apply new ideas also. But you've also got two Swords cards here with the Ace of Needles and the Eight of Needles relating to Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. I am also noticing with the Ace of Needles and breakthrough and the Eight of Needles and imprisonment, they're two very conflicting or polar sort of concepts, which is a very Gemini concept of wanting to be free and learn new things, but also feeling restricted and tied down to certain concepts in life. Geminis struggle to make decisions because they're always feeling conflicted about which way to go. And your oracle cards. Your Chakra Insight Oracle card is the number 11. And emotions. Feelings, expressions, moods, and balance. This card really reminds me of Cancerian energy. You have here number 37, Lion Spirit. Be generous of spirit. Well, that relates to Leo, of course. And your final card, Dog Spirit. Be loyal to what you love. Interesting. So Dog Spirit and Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit, be loyal to what you love. Very similar energy in terms of really being supportive of your loved ones, caring for and being around your loved ones, giving a lot of yourself over to the people you care for. And with the number 11, emotions, I do sense that you're quite a compassionate, caring, and loving individual, and you're looking for a partner that sort of mirrors those traits, that can bring that out of you. I do sense also that you're looking for someone that has the ability to be quite open-minded and to hear and perceive things from very different perspectives, with breakthrough here in the Ace of Needles and imprisonment in the Eight of Needles. You're looking for someone that allows you to sort of break free of any sort of mindset that keeps you really restricted in life, so that you can expand your consciousness. So we have a lot of fire here with the Page of Matches and the Lion Spirit, related to either Sagittarius or Leo, and also a lot of air here with the Eight of Needles and the Ace of Needles. I am sensing that it's a sign your partner needs to be someone that is both intellectual and quite cerebral, very analytical and makes decisions quite rationally, but is also open to allowing their emotions to sort of play a part in the decision-making process. Someone that is very loyal and will give anything over to their partner. So the signs that are really standing out to me right now, pile 2, are Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini, and Cancer. But on that, let's get some further insight with the Zodiac cards. Also with number 19 And the dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. The term loyalty really reminds me of both the sign of Pisces and Libra. Two signs that really like to make sure that they are fair and compassionate. Okay, so there's two cards that came up there. The two Zodiac cards are Aries. Okay, more fire energy. There you go. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous. Crusading impulsive action is likely. And Virgo, interesting. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant and humble, with a discriminating, diligent and painstaking air. Right. So what I am getting with the dog spirit here, and be loyal to what you love, that sort of relates well with the dutiful side of Virgo. And as I did mention, there's a lot of fire in these readings with Leo here from the lion spirit, and the free spirit, discovery and exploration. They could also relate to the star sign of Aries, which is very impulsive and likes to make a decision and really go for what they're thinking right now and then. And the planet card here is Pluto. Pluto rules the house of Scorpio. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. So based on this pile too, I am seeing that you would do well with a sign that has sort of a dualistic quality. One that likes to really get out and to live free and to be impulsive and take action on impulses. But also one that likes to sort of think things through too, that is quite analytical and rational minded. So the obvious signs here that have come out, Virgo, Aries, and Pluto. I think you do well with an Aries in the sense that they are very fun-loving. They like to put themselves first and sort of take action, just live like a free spirit too, like the Page of Matches there. And not be restricted. Basically, they just, they like to be first. They like to do what they want when they want. I sense that Leo is a sign that you would get along well with, because Leo are also quite emotional beings. They feel like they have their lot in life, and it's to sort of look after and protect those people around them. Leo like to break through and not be restricted also. But I am sensing that you'd also get along well with both Libra and Gemini. Libra in the sense that they're very loyal and protective and like equality and to always sort of bring out the best in people. But Gemini in the sense that they're always looking for new information and ways to expand their consciousness. And I think that's a trait that could be mirrored quite well with you if you were to be with a Gemini. That's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope it resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to pile 3. Hello, pile 3 with the red button. Let's find out what star signs you would be compatible with and why by looking at your cards. Your tarot cards. Oh, you have the Queen of Wands. Awesome. Which I always see relating to the star sign of Leo. All right, you have the Knight of Wands. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, okay. A fiery energy, really wanting to get out there and go after whatever it is they have their mindset on. I think that relates generally to Aries being very impulsive. And you have the Queen of Swords. You have 3 court cards. That's awesome. Interesting, which makes this reading a little difficult for you. Yeah, look, Queen of Swords, I think generally is probably related to, I would say Libra. Librans just wanting equality and fairness, but just cutting away and cutting through all of the emotional BS, basically, and just wanting what is logically, what they sense is very logically correct. Following the rational mind, basically. And your oracle cards. You have number 23, Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Nice. That's always good to know. You have number 11, Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Okay. So the word transformation there reminds me of the planet of Pluto, which rules as the sign of Scorpio. And you have the number 6, Grounding. Nature, presence, practicality, and stability. That sounds like very earth energy there, doesn't it? Well, this one's a tough one. So you've got 2 fire signs here, 2 fire core cards, the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands, relating, I think, to Leo and Aries. You have the Queen of Swords, an air sign, an air card related to Libra. Energy related here to Scorpio. And then earth energy, nature, presence, practicality, and stability. That really sounds like Taurian energy to me. You like the beautiful aspects of nature and reality. They love to be immersed in beauty and things that bring pleasure and joy to life. Yeah, okay. Let's get some further insight from the Zodiac and planet cards to see who you could be compatible with. Oh, okay. I do also see a very spiritual being here too. With the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Wands being on a spiritual journey, the Eagle Spirit and Spirit has your back, and transformation relating to spiritual sort of awakening and transformation. This could be related to a sign that sort of focuses highly on the spiritual journey. That could be Sagittarius or Pisces. There's another card, okay. Well, there's 3 cards that have come out. The first one that jumped out was Libra. I did mention Queen of Swords being a very Libran concept of just telling it out how it is, but just wanting equality and the best for all without tolerating any sort of emotional aspects of decision-making. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. You have Leo. With those two Wands cards there, this could also be related to Leo. The energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. There you go. Transformation is beautiful. I sense that's about transforming into your best self and believing in yourself. And you got here the house card, the 8th house, related to Scorpio. The transformation area of life is about shared resources and intense emotions. Okay, so you've got also the transformation card, the Butterfly Spirit. Transformation is beautiful. You've got the word transformational area here in the 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio. So what I am getting here, clearly there's a lot of Libran energy here with the Queen of Swords and the Libra card. But I also see a lot of fire energy here with the Leo card here. The Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. But lastly, there's also an indication of Scorpio energy here with transformation, with the Butterfly Spirit and transformation. And also the 8th house being ruled by Scorpio. So the signs that I am seeing is Libra. A Libra would be good for you because it allows you to sort of see things from different perspectives in terms of other people's opinions and why their opinion could differ to you. A Libran would be able to sort of open your mind to different concepts and different opinions on certain topics. Scorpio would do you well because they would help you sort of delve into the deeper sides of your emotions and transform to release sort of those negative aspects of yourself that may be holding you back. But Leo also, in terms of actually bringing out your most sort of authentic and powerful self, Leo have the ability to sort of make us feel warm and welcomed. And I sense that a Leo would be good for you too, because they would encourage you to really move towards being your most biggest and brightest sort of self, basically. But I do sense for you, Pile 3, that you're quite the chameleon and have the ability to really sort of gel well with a lot of different signs and personality traits. There is also the possibility here that you could do well with sort of a Taurian energy, who love the beautiful side of life, like being out in nature, rich foods, fine wines, going on holidays, and Libra also being ruled by Venus, as is Taurus. There's an indication that Taurians would also be highly compatible with you. That's all I have for you, Pile 3. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to Pile 4. Hello, Pile 4, with the purple button. Purple being my favorite color. Let's find out what star signs you are compatible with and why by looking at your cards. Your tarot cards. Good. You have Justice. Cause and effect. Truth, fairness, justice indicates the zodiac sign of Libra. Oh, the Emperor. Authority, power, and fatherly. The Emperor relates to Aries. And your final card is the Five of Needles. Disagreement, surrender, sneakiness. Well, instantly, the two obvious ones were Aries with the Emperor and Libra with Justice. Disagreement too, okay, that sort of really relates to me. It sort of reminds me also of Libra in terms of Librans always want equality and fairness, so if there is a disagreement, you would call upon a Libran to help you sort it out, because they would come to the most logical solution that brings the best for all parties, basically. And your oracle cards. You had the White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. Beautiful. Number 66 too. 6 is relating to harmony and balance. Koala. The Koala Spirit, number 35. Spirit has a plan. Ooh. It's always good to know. And your final card. Number 24, love. There you go. Beautiful. Kindness, benevolence, sharing, and receiving. So your perfect partner, or people that you are compatible with, Pile 4, generally have that loving aspect to them. Kindness, benevolence, sharing, receiving. I am also picking up here on some Piscean energy too. With the number 24 and love. Pisceans being very compassionate, kind, and empathetic. Along with being quite spiritually inclined, which sort of very much relates to the Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan, and trusting in the magic and the mysticism associated with Piscean energy. Love too. So Venus, which is the planet of love and beauty, rules the sign of Libra, which is exemplified here in the Justice card. So the obvious ones for you so far, I think, pile 4, are Pisces and Libra. Along with Aries, with the Emperor. But let's get some further insight information from the Zodiac cards. I do sense that you're looking for someone that likes to be in charge. That is your first card. That is in control of their life and knows where they're going, but also has the ability to be quite compassionate and kind and to see things from a different perspective. Someone that's very open-minded but with direction. And I sense they're qualities that you look for because somebody that has those qualities will bring out those traits within you. Okay, there you go. All right, so these cards flipped out. You've got here Uranus. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Interesting. So enlightenment there and awakening relating to both the Raven spirit, trusts the magic, and the Koala spirit, where spirit has a plan. And you also have Scorpio. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. The other cards that came out are Saturn, the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. Saturn rules the zodiac sign of Capricorn and Aquarius. And you've got here the 10th house, which is also ruled by Capricorn. Your achievements and status in the outside world. So for you, pile 4, Aquarius is another zodiac sign that you would really gel well with in terms of them just thinking outside of the box and being free thinkers that don't like to be restricted. I sense that an Aquarian with their sort of unique and quirky traits could sort of allow you to feel more comfortable within yourself in terms of bringing out your uniqueness also. You've got the 10th house here related to Capricorn, along with Saturn also. Saturn is rules the house of Capricorn, the zodiac sign of Capricorn. And obviously Scorpio here too. So there's a few different signs that could really work for you in terms of compatibility, pile 4. You've got Libra represented by Justice and the Love card with Venus as their ruler. You have here Aries represented by the Emperor. Scorpio represented by the Scorpio card, but also with Trust in the Magic. And there's a lot of strong Capricorn and Aquarian energy also. That's all I have for you, pile 4. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to pile 5. Hello, pile 5 with the yellow button. Let's find out what star signs you are compatible with by looking at your cards. Your tarot cards. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Awesome. Earth energy and a new start. Ooh, you have the High Priestess. Intuition and connection to spirit. The High Priestess for me is Piscean energy in terms of being able to see beyond the veil and contact with spirit. And you had the Chariot too. Okay. That's Cancer energy right there. Your oracle cards, you have the Hawk Spirit, number 32. Let Spirit be your guide. Okay. You have number 28, Frog Spirit, clear the clutter. And you have number 25, Passion, desire, fun, fulfillment, and joy. Based on your cards, pile 5, well, straight off the bat, we've got Piscean energy here with the High Priestess. The number 25, passion, related to empathy, joy, and love, being very compassionate also. And along with the Hawk Spirit and Let Spirit be your guide, you've also got the Chariot here related to Cancer. Cancerians being also very compassionate and empathetic, along with the card of passion. I am seeing, though, with the Frog Spirit and clean out the clutter, and the Ace of Pentacles, to me that's about a fresh start, sort of just rebuilding your life and really grounding yourself and getting back into reality, which is a very sort of earth energy vibe, related to both Virgo and Capricorn. I do sense also a very Aquarian feel to this, with clear out the clutter, new thinking, new age thinking, and thinking outside of the box, along with the card of 25 and passion. Aquarians are very sort of externally focused on the community and giving themselves over to other people. Yeah, there's a few different star signs that you could be compatible with so far, pile 5, but let's get some more insight and information from the Zodiac cards. I do see a lot of green here too, turquoise and like aquamarine. I think you'd sort of get, well, you go along well with somebody that sort of operates mainly from their heart chakra, and speaks their mind. Someone that likes to just, that stands up for what they believe in, which to me is very Aquarian and Libran energy. There's also a possibility here for some Taurus energy too, with the Ace of Pentacles and a fresh start, but along with the card of 25 and passion, Taurians are all about beauty and what brings joy in reality. The 2 planet cards, let's see if we can get a star sign. Okay, so the cards that you have here, pile 5, you have the 11th house, which is ruled by Aquarius, where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. And your house cards, you have the card of Venus, relating to Taurus and Libra, the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. And finally, you have the card of Mars, your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirit. All right. So what I am getting here for you, pile 5, there's some strong sort of Piscean and Cancerian energy with the High Priestess and the card of passion and number 32 and the Hawk Spirit. Spirit has, let Spirit be your guide. Somebody that's highly compassionate, empathetic, and quite spiritually inclined, I sense is what you're looking for in a partner. There also is an indication that you get along quite well with the Taurus here, with Venus ruling Taurus. You have the Ace of Pentacles and also the card of passion too, related to Taurians being very drawn to beauty and what brings them passion in life. I think that a Taurian would sort of match that need for beauty and expressing your love for life in reality. And the last thing that I'm getting here is a very strong Aquarian vibe. In terms of the 11th house here, number 28, the frog spirit and clean out and clutter, and also the number 25 and passion, desire, fun, fulfillment, and joy. Aquarians being very externally sort of oriented in terms of giving themselves over to the community and making sure that everyone around them is very safe and sound. The last sign that I am actually picking up on is the other water sign of Scorpio, which is ruled by Mars. It's also ruled by Pluto, but it's ruled by Mars, along with both the Chariot and the High Priestess. Scorpions being somewhere in the mix between, I guess, a Cancerian and Piscean, but really delving deeper into the mystery and the subconscious, and having that sort of mysterious vibe about them. So they're the signs that I'm picking up for you, Pile 5. I hope they resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's move on to Pile 6. Welcome, Pile 6, with the blue button. Let's find out what star signs you're compatible with by looking at your cards. Your tarot cards to start with. You have the Four of Needles. I've decided to look at them all upright. Relaxation, meditation, and recuperation. You have the Two of Buttons. Balancing out priorities and flexibility. Whoop. And you have the Ten of Buttons. Share the wealth. Legacy, inheritance. Okay, strong earth energy to start with there for you, Pile 6. But also someone that enjoys having a lot of alone time. Which really says to me a lot of, that relates to Virgo, I think, so far. Very grounded, working really hard to achieve their goals. Very detail-oriented, but also Virgos being ruled by, represented by the Hermit in the tarot deck, needing a lot of time on their own to reflect and to work out what their direction is in life. You have the Wolf Spirit, number 67, turn knowledge into wisdom. You have the Skunk Spirit. I've actually never seen this card. That's awesome. Number 54. Know your worth. And you have Home. Number 4. Shelter, safety, nurturing, and warmth. Okay, yeah, definitely there's a lot of earth energy in this reading. So I did mention Virgo with the need to really sort of work hard and be disciplined in terms of achieving their results. And Virgos are very driven to make sure that their home is their sanctuary, basically. They like to also make sure that the people around them have everything that they need. I am getting also a little bit of Taurian energy too, both with the earth energy here, but Taurians also have that need for luxury and comfort. So their home is not just their shelter, but it's somewhere that they like to make into sort of an altar and really enjoy spending time in. We've got here, turn the Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. That relates to me to both the sign of Aquarius in terms of wanting to expand their knowledge base, to to learn new things and to be able to draw upon unique information in any situation. But I do sense also, I am getting a really strong Virgo vibe from this. Virgos are very driven to be the best that they can and to learn new things and to really be the master of their domain. Yeah, lots of earth energy. That's interesting. Let's see what cards come out of the astrology reading cards deck. I am also noticing here, with 67, 6 and 7 making 13 and reducing to 4, along with the, you've got the four of needles there and the number 4 card, home. That's 444, which is the card of a solid foundation, which really says to me also, that's sort of Capricorn energy too, working really slowly to achieve your goals. Taking one step at a time to progress your life, basically. There we go. So you're the 10th house, which is ruled by Capricorn. There you go. Your achievements and status in the world outside. Okay. You have the 1st house, ruled by Aries, what people see and the impression you give, which sort of relates quite well with the skunk spirit and know your worth, knowing who you truly are, and really acting upon that, following your dreams and passions, because that's what inspires you in life. And your zodiac sign is Scorpio. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So I am picking up on a lot of earth energy here, pile 6. You've got the 2 of Pentacles here. You've got the 10 of Buttons or 10 of Pentacles also. And you have the 10th house ruled by Capricorn. Along with 444 and a solid foundation, along with the card of home and the wolf spirit here. Turn knowledge into wisdom. There's a lot of earth energy in this reading. So you could be drawn to both a Virgo or a Capricorn in terms of them being really grounded, knowing what they want in reality, but also having the skills and the determination to achieve their goals. Both Virgo and Capricorn can bring out the more disciplined side of who you are. But there's also an indication here that you could benefit by being around a Scorpio in terms of sort of delving into your deeper, darker subconscious, bringing that to light. Knowing who you truly are, like the skunk spirit here. But also the 1st house too, with Aries, in terms of actually just being happy with who you are as a person, and really sort of going after your dreams too. So that's what I'm getting for you, pile 6. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye.